Hello everyone, SirMonkeySuit or Zappy here, back again with Demon Slayer. We're on episode 2, and in the first episode, of course, Tanjiro and Nezuko's family died. Tanjiro got back to his home, and a demon had been amongst the whole family. Pretty much killed them all. Nezuko got turned into a demon via mixed... Like, her blood was mixed with demon blood, which is actually, I just remembered, is something I actually didn't go into in the last episode, even though I had it written down. I just completely fucking missed it. My bad. So yeah, demon blood mixed with human blood is what turns somebody into a demon, which is interesting. So it seems as though, well, when Giyu was talking about it, like, it mixed in with her wounds. So I wonder if it's something that wasn't meant to happen, but did, because it seems like Giyu said that's how they multiply, right? But I don't know if demons are really worried about multiplying or making more of themselves. I don't know. Maybe that's something that'll come up in the future, but. It's interesting. Also, the fact if there was demon blood, then that would mean that he was wounded as well. So I wonder if that's just a case of the family fought back. But that's something I don't know if we'll ever see. So, I thought I'd just talk a little bit about it because obviously I forgot in the post-discussion for the last episode. So, there you go. But so Giyu basically told Tanjiro to go see a guy named Sakonji, who was sitting at the foot of Mount Sagiri, and I assume he's going to teach him about the ways of demon hunting. So yeah, we'll get into that. But yeah, I'm into the show so far. I'm loving the sort of feel of it. And yeah, I can't wait to know more. So yeah, without further ado, we're just going to get in episode 2. If you do want to go watch the reaction, you can do with the link in the description below. That'll take you to the 10-minute video over on my website, the cut video. So if you do want to watch it in full length, you can do with the link in the description as well. There'll be a full length reaction link there. And then if you want to watch it in full uncut or anything, then you can do by becoming a full length tier patron. So yeah, go and enjoy that if you wish. But yeah, if not, then. There's nothing else to really talk about. We're just going to get in episode 2 and see what we get. So without further ado, let's go. Okay, episode 2. Right. Whew. Interesting. Okay, so a few things. So last episode I talked about how I didn't know whether demons were more like creature based or they were able to interact somehow, and it seems like they can. It looks like they are just they are characters in their own right, and I guess have their own personality and everything like that, which is interesting considering the fact that Nezuko can't. And I wonder if that is tied with the eating of the of humans and stuff, because Sakonji mentioned, like, I think he mentioned it twice, like, just to get it sunk in, that eating a human is something, Nezuko eating a human is something that must not happen. And I wonder if that is tied to becoming a demon forever. Like, the fact that she is not eating a human yet is the reason why she, like, the possibility of turning her back is a thing. And the reason why she can't, like, the reason why she doesn't really talk. It seems like she sort of interacts a bit. I mean, she's fucking she's cute. She's very cute. But I wonder if there's something within that. Like, if she's in that sort of like, she's in that area where she isn't fully a human or a demon. Because even, like, talking back at the beginning, which was something I was supposed to talk about in episode 1, the idea that that demon blood mixed with hers in her wound, or one of her wounds, is the reason why she became a demon. But if it's just one or the other, I wonder if it's a kind of if demons are kind of associate like if it's a thing of like they don't become a fully fledged demon until they've actually eaten their first, you know. I wonder if that's a thing because Sakonji mentioned it like twice as like a thing that is that you know this it can't happen. So it does give me that feeling of like it must have something to do with that. It's kind of like completing the transformation process in a way, you know. But you know, we'll see when we'll get more information on it. Also, the interesting thing as well is at the end there, Giyu had already been, well, he hadn't already been ahead to talk to him, but he must have sent, you know, a message by Crow or Raven or and he the thing that interested me was the fact that he said that he wants Tanjiro to be his heir, which I'm surprised at because I thought, I mean, considering the place of where he is, it does seem like there is it's kind of a mixture of what I was asking, what is the demon hunter thing? Like, does it consist around an association, or is it just a master and student kind of thing deal that is passed down? And it seems like it's both. It looks like there's a whole association, but they have their own little thingies. So I guess in a similar way, it is kind of like sort of like Hunter x Hunter in that regard, with the Hunter Association, but like they go out and do their own things. It seems more that way inclined. Which is interesting. So yeah, I mean, I figured Giyu was, because he was the one that sent him there, that he was supposed to be like the student of Sakonji, but I guess he's not. It seems like he may have picked up obviously on the fact that, you know, he's got a keen sense of smell just like you, and I guess because they are similar, that the pair would work well together. And if he knew, like, you know, well, if he did know about Sakonji, then yeah. So I guess he wasn't his student after all, but I don't know, could be wrong. So yeah, what else? So yeah, we actually saw our first actual demon. You know, obviously Nezuko is kind of one, but like not really. We got our first look at an actual one, and yeah, he did have his like own fucking personality, which is a bit stupid. I can't believe he turned into a Geodude. he had a head with arms. But he said one of the things that was interesting was what he said was when his body was thrown off the cliff, that my body died. So I guess it is tied to it's clearly just tied to the head then. You can kind of sort of you can kind of chalk demons up with different sort of monsters in a way, like zombies, and that like it kind of takes the demon itself to turn other people into demons, though it's not entirely the same way. Though I guess like the mixture of bodily fluids kind of does ring true, I suppose, with zombies. And then obviously you've got the whole vampire thing of being out in sunlight, which completely disintegrated him in no time at all as well. It set him on fire first as well. You know, but it was a cool effect. And it meant that Tanjiro didn't have to actually kill him, which, I mean, is good in one aspect, but I'm kind of with Sakonji on this. Like, the way that it's going, he's kind of going to have to just become maybe a bit more of a badass and just you know, kill people. Well, kill demons. But, yeah, I mean... Sakonji picked up his sort of kindness and whatnot, and I wonder if it's tied to Nezuko in a way. Like, beforehand, if this, you know, let's say Nezuko died with the rest of the family. Well, first of all, I don't know if Tanjiro would have maybe had because Sakonji, you know, talked about his resolve and his lack of it. I don't know what he, like. Obviously, we can't tell what Tanjiro would have been like if that was the case, but if like would would Tanjiro go out and actually just, like, would he have just killed that guy there if that was the case? Or is it because he's seen that Nezuko, like, you know, she's not like a, you know, she's a nice demon, you know? So I'm wondering if that's the reason why he's kind of hesitating against it. I mean, but that's the thing, like, he knows what was happening right there. Like, he knows what just happened. He was trying to kill you. So I don't know. Maybe it's just a facet of his overall character that he's too kind. I guess that does go hand in hand with what we've seen of him, like, you know, like even earlier on in this episode, like, no, I'm paying, you know. And yeah, like even in the obviously the first episode, obviously before all this had happened, that was, you know, he was helping everybody out and stuff. But of course that can obviously, you know, carry over even after that traumatic event. That, yeah, maybe it is just a facet of his character that he is just too kind and like can't. Sakonji also mentioned like can't make decisions. I feel like it's a decision like based solely around, you know, like killing something, though. It's just specific to that. Because I feel like he's reliable in every other sense, but killing something kind of isn't in his nature, at least not yet. So I guess that's something Sakonji's going to sort of like, you know, beat into him. Like this is something that has to do. And if that's the motive that Tanjiro needs to make sure that Nezuko doesn't eat people, then I get that'll be good enough, a good enough of a motive for him. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be a case of just priorities, isn't it? And I don't think Tanjiro would not prioritize his sister. So, you know, of course he's going to prioritize Nezuko. So he's just going to have to, isn't he? He's going to have to become cool. And I want Gyu's kimono. I fucking want it. It's cool. There's got to be like there's got to be like an actual, like you can actually go buy that. Surely there has to be. There's got to be. Considering how popular the show is, there has to be. But yeah. So what else? Yeah. So I think the whole thing with the demon not being killed. So a demon can be killed without conventional weapons. Oh, sorry. Well, I guess it wouldn't be considered a conventional weapon. It's just a big rock to smash the fucking thing's head in. But it means that you don't have to have something specifically like ritualized like a blade. Even though that's what I thought that it was like in the first episode. It seems like you can do it without. Although no, because that's only what Tanjiro surmised, right? Sakonji didn't tell him. Why can't you figure it out for yourself? So I guess there was no way to really tell, and obviously he didn't do it, so we still don't know whether smashing its head in with a rock would actually work. But it seems like there's got to be something. Like, is it just a case of just destroying the brain? Is that what it is? Because then again, it's just that's another thing. It just ties to zombies and stuff. It could be just that, because I mean he got decapitated, but his brain was still intact. And also, yeah, Nezuko just kicking his fucking head off. That was great. And it looked like he was able to. I mean, he got his arms back. It seems like he chose to bring them back over the rest of his body. But I feel like if he had enough time, obviously it would cause like it would cost him energy to do that. But I feel like his whole body would eventually just come back from, like, sprouting from his head. I think that'll be fine. So his whole body, like you mentioned, like my body died when it went off. I mean, that's the only thing. It's like it's just an interesting turn of phrase, isn't it? My body died. Because I suppose like falling off a cliff, it can be akin to crushing it, right? So tied that with the rock crushing his head, like I guess it could ring true. So maybe I don't know, but that's the thing. It's just we don't know what would have fucking happened, but it seems like obviously it's got to do with the head and stuff. You know, so in that regard, yeah, it's like zombies. It's also similar to the Chimera ants in Hunter x Hunter as well. So yeah. what else? Oh yeah, we learned the last name as well, which I don't think we got before, which was Kamado. So there's that. And yeah, the Demon Slayer core, I didn't obviously talk about that before as a part of the whole, like, you know, is there an association thing? So there is, like, there's the Demon Slayer core. So yeah, I guess they just have their own, you know, like, masters and everything like that, you know, these students learn from, and like, just all around the shop, everywhere. So yeah, I'm sure we'll meet some more along the way. It seemed like Sakonji could teleport, though it could just be. I think it's probably just the idea of, like, you know, his footsteps were silent, as Tanjiro pointed out. You know, and he basically disappeared in mist, or like smoke, what you would consider like a ninja to do. So yeah, he's very much that way inclined. So yeah, I don't think he teleported really. I'm just trying to, like, you know, cross out all the things that this show isn't. So, like, if we're talking, I don't know, magic or anything like that, is that in the show? We don't necessarily know yet, but I'm gonna say no, I don't think so. I don't think it's magic as much as, like, I don't know, like, well, because I mentioned rituals, and maybe there is a ritual type sense, but I don't see there being much of a, like, I don't think there's going to be a Nen in this show, for example, right? But you know, we'll wait and see what happens with that, because it seems more sort of a bit more grounded in reality, a bit, aside from the demons, you know, but compared to other shows, so we'll see. And yeah, and like I said, this is made by UFO Table, so I am excited for that, because UFO Table did Fate as well, and that's, like, unreal animation. Obviously, you know, UFO Table, they can interlink, like, between 2D and using 3D, you know, when suited, but it's never jarring. Like, it's never like, oh, that looked weird. Like, it always looks fucking excellent. So yeah, UFO Table are definitely one of those studios that's just, like, they're just really fucking good. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it, though. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to go into regarding that. We just got Sakonji obviously saying that he's going to accept him as his student, which is great. You know, I mean, I figured that would be the case anyway. But yeah, I wonder if we're ever going to get to see his face. I don't know. Because the thing I've always found funny about this fucking Golden Master, the notes, and I can't help myself. Right, I know whose fault this is, right? If you've ever heard of Slipknot before, right, the guy who had the long nose. Now, obviously, he's not in the band anymore, but yeah, he always had that long nose, and during live shows and stuff, he would wank it off, and that's every time I see something like that, it always reminds me of that. I can never fucking take it seriously. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, even if we do get to see his face, I don't see Sakonji doing any Demon Hunter work or anything without that mask on, so I feel like we're going to see it a lot. But, you know, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, that's what I've got for episode 2. Yeah, I'm really liking the show. So yeah, we can, you guys can expect some more episodes next week, Wednesday. So enjoy that. For everyone on YouTube as well, episode 3 and 4 will be available over on Patreon for early access now, so you can go get them, go ahead and watch them right now if you wish. And like I said, if you want to see it in full length and not just the 10-minute cut, then you can do by becoming a full-length tier patron as well. So yeah, you can go have a look at those tiers over on Patreon and see if you're interested. There's also other tiers there where you can pay to have a show reacted to as well. So if you want me to react to a show, go have a look at those tiers and see what they offer. And there's also a link to my Discord in the description as well. So if you want to get over there, ask questions, you can do. But yeah, that is all I got. So thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.